Hello there. My name is Stephen Washington, and I am a movement and meditation teacher, as well as a recovery advocate and an author. And it's my mission in life to help people who are in recovery and sober curious to help themselves through movement and mindfulness and community. I have been on this road of recovery for 23 years. I just celebrated my 23rd anniversary just last month. And a lot has happened in 23 years. And honestly, it seems like yesterday that I took my first step on this path. And it's been 23 years. It's hard to believe. Those of you who are in recovery, you're probably thinking, right on, I know what that experience is like, good for you. And for those of you who are at the very beginning of your journey or just starting to question your relationship to substances or any other behavior that is making your life a bit unmanageable, you might be wondering, how in the hell do you stay sober for 23 years? And my answer to that question is one day at a time. One day at a time. Sometimes 1 hour or 1 minute at a time. And those minutes, those hours, those days add up. So when I think about my time in recovery, I think about a lesson that I learned very early on. And this lesson is really about how to trust myself. Being someone who grew up in a very dysfunctional household with a lot of addiction and mental illness, I learned to not trust what my eyes saw and what my ears heard. And I learned to not trust myself. And that played out in my teenage years and into my adulthood. When I got sober in my early 30s, I remember dancing in New York City. I was a professional dancer. I was dancing in Disney's The Lion King. I was just a few months sober. I've been doing the show for over a year. And I was offered an opportunity to leave New York and go on the road with the show. And while that was an incredibly tempting offer, an opportunity, think about it. I would have been able to travel all around the United States, see the country in a new way, to travel with a very popular and well-respected show and make really good money. But despite all of that, I was afraid to say yes to that offer because I was so newly sober. I was just starting to figure out, how do I live one day at a time without picking up a drink or doing a line of coke or smoking a joint. I was so afraid to leave my network, my community, my support systems. I thought that going on the road at that time in my life would have been a very dangerous thing for me to do. So I really had to search my soul and figure out what was going to be the next right action for me to take around that, which happens to be one of the greatest lessons I've learned in recovery. And I still ask myself that question when I'm trying to find my way through a situation, a challenge. So the next right action for me to take at that time was to say no. And as the words were coming out of my mouth, I remember having this still small voice inside of me say, Stephen, it's okay. You can say no to this right now because there's going to come a time when you'll be able to say yes. Just trust the process. There's no need to rush this. You're okay. Wow, what a gift that was, because it helped me to just set my mind at ease. Because often in life, there are things that come about and you feel pressured to say yes to something that you're not even ready to take on because you're afraid that the opportunity will only come once in a lifetime. And I firmly believe that what's yours is yours, and the universe is conspiring to work with us and for us on our behalf. So, sure enough, a few months later, I was offered an opportunity to go on the road again. And by that time, I was ready. I was really well practiced at staying sober one day at a time. I was really well practiced at asking for help when I needed it. And just having community, pouring energy into community so that, this is an important thing. When it comes to taking advantage and making a great use of social support around us, it's so important to make those connections and pour energy into those connections when things are good, so that when the shit hits the fan, you'll be well practiced at reaching out for help. So I pretty much had that down. And at that time, I was spiritually fit. I felt like I was very well connected to my higher power. I knew I was really well guided. I had spiritual practices, and at that time it was prayer, and not even meditation, but prayer and movement. And so I didn't have to worry about missing an opportunity. Opportunities return when we're ready to hold them. So my core message to you is trust in yourself takes practice and time. And recovery is not about perfection. It is a process of growing and growing into a fuller version of yourself. It's about creating a deeper sense of spiritual and emotional fitness. And with support and guidance, anything's possible. So I want to share with you a little bit more of what I offer. On this page, there's lots of free content. You'll see lots of video practices, movement, meditation, also my heart mind moments. Please dive into it. It's here to help you and support you. There's also my website, StephenWashingtonExperience.com, where you'll find my membership community, SWE Studio. It's a sanctuary for sacred movement, as well as my online courses and meditations. So if you are in recovery or sober curious, or someone who is simply seeking more peace and strength, you are absolutely in the right place. Thank you for listening, and wishing you a fantastic and blessed day.